What's up, everybody? Daniel here. I'm with the Mountain Goat Sam.
What's going on?
And the one and only Chase McCoy,
What's
the
up?
real McCoy here. We just put in at Unicoi Gap. We're here not too far from Helen in White County. We're hiking north to Dix Creek Gap. About to jump on the trail. Super excited. Beautiful Saturday. Beautiful weather. No rain. Should be an awesome time out here in the mountains. We will keep you in touch on the way. Check this out. If you were wondering how accurate the G-Shock arrangement is, elevation says 2,950 feet. Check out this sign right here. Oh, 2,949 feet. Okay, so we're within 1 foot of this posted elevation sign. The G-Shock arrangement is a awesome piece of equipment for backpackers. Coming up, I will show you our trail map. Check this out. So right now we're right here hiking north through all this to Dix Creek Gap. That is where we're exiting the trail. About 16.7 miles is what we're doing. Right here you see some trail magic. So this is just left for hikers as a convenience. This is dehydrated meals. Shows you right here 1 1/3 cups of water, cooked for 9 minutes. Just a little bit of instruction for hungry hikers. Usually there's water left here as well, but that's what we're doing. I know we have a couple thousand feet climb ahead of us. Chase looks ready. We are pumped. We're about to attack this mountain. All right, we are about 17 minutes in. According to the rangeman, we have ascended over 500 feet already, all uphill going north from Unicoi. Straight up. There's 2 places to get water. Both were dried up right now. I know we're in kind of a drought on the trail right now, but fairly decent spot to camp at about that 450 foot mark. There's Chase doing a Sam Squanch call. Trying to call him out. Definitely all uphill. Pretty tough climb right out the gate. All right, we're about 25 minutes in. We've ascended 600 feet. Right here, Rocky Mountain Trail breaks off. That'll be a blue blaze. The AT is always going to be a white blaze. So if you can see that right there. If you're following the AT headed north, always following those white blazes. If you want to take any blue blazes, those are usually your side trails. Sometimes they loop around back on the AT. Sometimes they don't. But like I said, yep. And you're going to be in about 25 to 30 minutes getting to that Rocky Mountain Trail. All right. As far as I know, we have just summited. It looks like we're at the highest point we'll be able to get to. According to the rangeman, we have summited at 3,955 feet. It took us about 37 minutes. We started hiking right at 5 o'clock. There is a little campsite right here at the top. However, not so great views yet, right? All right, so about 45 minutes in, after we summited, we came down this small hill, and you finally start to get a little bit of reward for all these feet you've been climbing. Pretty cool view right here on the top. Chase, do you remember the name of this mountain?
Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain.
This is the top of Rocky Mountain.
Yep, top of Rocky Mountain right now. Just north, about a 45-minute walk from Unicoi Gap. This is what you will see. All right, we were 1 hour and 23 minutes into our hike. We have descended now at 3,100 feet. Been walking downhill for quite a while now. After you come downhill, you're gonna walk up. It looks like this is a gravel road. I don't know the name of this road, but it looks like we have a camping spot here to our right. This trail starts to dip off. Don't see any signs for water fill-ups, no springs. Besides those first 2 spots we hit pretty early, they were also dried out. There's really nowhere to camel up. But you're gonna cross a gravel road, and then the AT, again, follow these white blazes. That lets you know you're on the right trail. And it looks like as soon as we cross this road, we're going right back to ascending, heading back uphill. Update, this road is Indian Grave Gap Road. Thanks to Chase, the map man. Always knows exactly where we are at. Check out Sam, nature has called. All right, we're about 1 hour and 47 minutes into our hike. Stopping here to camel up. This is the best place we found to get water. Looks like it's trickling Typically these pipes, sometimes it'll be a small, like 1 or 2 inch pipe, sometimes larger, will be tapped into one of these mountain springs. Chase over here about to camel up, filling up, chugging what he's got left. All right, using the Sawyer Mini water filter today, filling up the squeeze bag. This water is super, super, super cold. All we're gonna do is fill up this bag. After you fill up this bag, you screw on the filter, and then as you squeeze that water out, it runs it through. These filters are good for about 100,000 gallons. They don't weigh anything, they're super tiny. After you hook your filter up, you squeeze, and that is fresh water coming out. Dasani. All right, now if you check out Trey Mountain Road right here at this red dot at 0.7, that's where we're at now. We're hiking north. We'll hit Trey Gap soon at 3,841 feet, and then soon we'll hit Trey Mountain Shelter. Hopefully we're gonna get here tonight. This is 4,490 feet. Chase will be shacking up right there by the shelter. Word on the trail is there's some good views there. We're going to find out for ourselves. Me and Sam will be swinging in the hammocks tonight. No roof, just hanging under the stars. 0% chance of rain. Lows in the upper 50s. Should be a beautiful night to be a hammock camper. Just have a little bit more ascending to do. Getting to that 4,400 foot mark, and we will be at home for the night. We have about 1 hour till dark, so a little bit of push right here at the end. All right, so coming up on our climb, walking up on a pretty good spot right here, about a little over 2 hours in. Looks like we got a nice flat spot. If you are a tent camper, a good place for a fire there, good place for a fire here. Nice and open, a good change from all the super steep stuff we've been climbing. Water not too far away. However, there's not many views, so we're gonna pass on this one and keep.
Late month of March, you probably won't get a camping spot here because this will probably be full of through hikers.
Exactly.
So if you're planning a March hike, you probably cannot count on this spot.
Right. Also, it looks like we got a blue blaze coming in right here, and yeah, this is water. Okay, so you see this sign right here. We got some water taking off that way. I don't know exactly how far you're gonna go. Chase has a map so we could find that out for you. But it looks like a really fairly decent spot. We got this puffy, kind of thick bedded grass through here. So a really nice place to set up a tent. All right, we are getting pretty high up in the mountains now. According to the rangeman, we're 3,800 feet. So a little bit, about close to about 600 feet away from Trey Mountain Shelter, our destination for the night. Early fall, so we're seeing some leaves turn, not too many out here. Lots of wildflowers everywhere. Trail really good. This part of the trail is not hiked much right now. We can tell just because there's not a lot of little perforations in the ground from people's trekking poles. Not a lot of fresh tracks. We've only seen 2 people here since we started, and that was at the very, very beginning of the trail. So really secluded out here. And looks like we're walking up on another little campsite. We might catch a view here too. Nice little fire pit. Looks like a good flat spot. And check this out. We are. How awesome is this? Walking out onto this rock. Just gorgeous. I know we have about 600 more feet to climb. So I am willing to predict that is our next climb. But how beautiful is this?
Like you see a mountain way out there.
This is just awesome. Rumor has it Bigfoot lives somewhere down there. Check this out. 4,300 feet right now. Pretty steep drop off. Just an awesome view right here on the trail. Starting to get dark. See a small city right out here. If you can see those lights. Long way from civilization right now. Now that we have summited, climbed as high as we're going to climb on this mountain, we're going to continue. Getting pretty dark now. Heading for Trey Mountain Shelter. And that is what we are going to call home for the night. Super rocky up towards the top of the trail.
The mountain, Sam.
And, oh, check it out. We catch another view right here. Just gorgeous views this entire trail. All right, getting pretty dark, so we are now heading down the mountain. Headlamps have came out. Doing a little bit of night hiking. You can kind of see just how rocky and steep this part of the AT is, but again, totally worth it. Awesome views. We were able to summit, get to the top. We're at 4,400 feet. Let's see, it is right at 8 o'clock, so about 3 hours to get here. We didn't take any breaks really, just enough to stop and record these views. Pushed it pretty hard. Couple good spots for water, not too bad. Just expect lots of switchbacks, lots of steep climbs, very little flat walking up until this point. Coming in later in the day, you're gonna be getting a campsite close to dark. The better campsites were towards the end of this trail. All right, it is 8:18. We got here about 5 minutes ago. Everybody's setting up camp, chasing the tent tonight. Sam in the hammock, and I'm also in the hammock. Nice flat spot, nice fire pit. Looks like this should be a really good spot to set up camp for the night. Alright, so starting campfire now. I keep some of this dryer lint in a can. This dryer lint's free. It works really, really well. And, I mean, you're going to throw it anyway, so might as well use it. It makes an awesome fire starter. Check this out. Spacing it up. You want to kind of break it up, rip it, get some space, some air in there, and that should be insanely dry and take a spark really, really well. After that lights up, I'm going to supplement it with some of this small stuff I found and collected. Just little tiny twigs, anything dry that snaps good is going to work well for this. What we're using today is a bay light, so it's just a little fire steel. Take the back of your knife, run it across, pull the bay light rod back, and you get nice sparks just like that. Now, you want to rush, throw your tinder, all your little kindling, the small stuff we collected, over that flame in hopes that it catches. It does look like it's starting to catch up. Turn the headlamps off now so you can kind of see. And that is how you start a fire with a Baylite rod. These rods produce really good sparks. They do better than most cheap rods you just get at the convenience Walmart and Academies. Those rods, those fire steels don't usually work as well. Baylite's a brand I've used for a while, and they always give me super hot, super good sparks.